They're 92 years old. At this time, I'd like to have Principal Yanders introduce our special guest for this evening.
Hello, everybody. I have with me Tomas Gonzalez Pinella. I have Reese Kulum, and I have Hannah McIntyre. They're all fifth grade students at Cheston Elementary School, and they are involved with our K-Kids, which is our student council at our building.
Everyone, please stand.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, students. If you can come up, Mr. Triparati, Superintendent.
Ross, well done. Congratulations, Mike. Good job. Keep up the good work. Reese, congratulations.
Certainly, on behalf of the board and administration, we want to thank the students for attending this evening and leading us with the Pledge of Allegiance. We know they have busy schedules, and also thanks to the parents for taking time out of their schedule to be able to have the children with us this evening. So thank you. With that, Mrs. Ramirez, you have the roll noted. Thank you very much. We'll move into Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome, everyone. I'm pleased to announce that January is Board Member Appreciation Month. So this evening we have a presentation planned for the board to demonstrate how much we appreciate all they do for our students, for those of us on staff, for this school district. We know they are here this evening, as they are many evenings, on a volunteer basis, and we know that they take their jobs very seriously. So I hope you enjoy what we have presented for you this evening, prepared for you this evening. I'd like to thank Mrs. Ramirez for all her work in putting this together. And we're going to start with our representatives from Cheston. So whenever our Cheston representatives are ready, they can come on in and we'll get started. That's not them. Tomas is back. Tomas, will you get ready for the microphone, bud? And lower it down there a little bit for yourself. Good job, bud.
Thank you for showing us the importance of community service and letting us showcase our leadership skills by leading the pledge.
Good job.
Thank you.
And now our representative from Forks Elementary School.
Good evening. With us today, we have Eleanor Hornbeck, and we also have Feathers.
Hi, Eleanor.
Thank you for listening to our parents, teachers, principals, directors, administrators, neighbors, and community members. You.
Good job. Good job, Feathers.
I knew there were going to be presentations.
Yes, March Elementary.
We have Eliza Hurd is reading for you tonight.
Hi, Eliza.
Thank you for the time you give up with your families, chores, and fun time. You do it for us.
Palmer Elementary.
From Palmer, we have Max Kellerman. Thank you for
Thank you for all the behind the scenes time you spent planning and working together as a team.
Good job, Matt.
Thank you.
Paxanosa Elementary.
Okay, so from Paxanosa, we have Erica Sotavers and we have Adrian Maxwell.
Thank you for working with so many others to make the Eastern Area School District a better place to learn and grow.
Okay, you know where the hat. Thank you very much. Thank you. Shawnee Elementary. Thank you. You should have known short.
From Shawnee, we have Riley Sorreo, fourth grade student with our famous mascot, Sean E. Sharp.
Thank you for visiting our schools and attending our assemblies and many events as we show off our talents.
Tracy Elementary.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Trace Elementary School, we have Quinn Cooperman and Testa Tiger. No, pause?
Thank you for all of the hours, minutes, and seconds you spend in your volunteer job.
And from the Eastern Area Middle School.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening I am proud to present the Berry family, a name that is not unknown in the district. We have some of the younger members of the Berry family. I don't know, it's Ian, they're twins. Ian and Ava and Ava, okay, who are you? They're twins, they're not triplets, they're twins. So they're here to present our mascot this evening. They also have a little gift for you, something that all the kids got for Christmas, and it basically says, it's a little bag that says Eastern Area Middle School, where everybody is a somebody.
Thank you for being part of the team that works to fix up, renovate, and build our schools. Remember our old buildings, enjoy the present, and look forward to the future.
Got one coming for you, go. Thank you, middle school and Eastern Area High School.
So from Eastern Area High School tonight, we have Student Council Exec Board President, Mr. Joey Heckel. And in the rover costume, we have Brian Correa.
I just want to say thank you for allowing us to grow through our own Eastern traditions and become what we chant through our hearts, proud and loud, once rover, always rover. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So Mike, I want to make sure we have all the photos needed, all the mascots present. We
We're good, sir.
Okay. So I want to thank the building principals, the mascots, the students who are here this evening to show our board members just how much appreciation we have for everything that you do for our students and for our staff. Does anybody have any parting words before you send them on their way?
Yeah, I just want to thank the building principals, the students, the mascots. I didn't realize we had such great costumes for our mascot. That's outstanding. And all of the administrators, parents for making sure the children are here this evening to celebrate this. Truly, I've never experienced anything like this, ever, in terms of a celebration. Truly, heartfelt thanks and appreciation to everyone for thinking of us and for taking time out of your schedule this evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing's too good for our board.
It's like a relatively unique occurrence to have all of our mascots so that they,
Yeah.
I would definitely want to be sure we get a picture of just all the mascots. We didn't see it already. That's a great idea.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's get a photo, that'd be great. Like you could do in the hallways. Right. So I know it's hard to see those costumes. If you guys can help our mascots out, that would be great. Thank you, everybody. So while we're doing that, we also have a certificate of appreciation for each board member and a small gift. So I'm going to pass them in each direction. Make sure your initials are on your gift. So you take the right one. Your certificate is self-explanatory. Your names are on
That's a good idea, Ken. I don't know if there's anything else in your report can top this.
That's good because that concludes my report.
Good job. Thank you.
Good job, everybody. Allie, great job. Thank you.
We'll move on to section 3, our reports. Mr. Snyder, Colonial Intermediate 2020.
Yes, thank you. The most recent newsletter, as usual, it was included in your packet this evening, so feel free to browse through that at your leisure. Otherwise, our next meeting is tomorrow, so there's no further report.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. Eastern Area Public Library.
Okay. Just two really quick things to report. The library's book sale, which ran from Wednesday, December 4th to Tuesday, December 10th. So thanks to all of you who attended. Through the book sale, we were able to raise $8,660 for the library, which we're very, very pleased with. It continues to grow and be a really successful program. So thanks to all who supported us. And the library was also awarded a $5,000 grant from the Donald B. and Dorothy Stabler Foundation. And the funding will be going primarily towards meaningful renovations in 2020.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Career Institute of Technology, you, Mr. Good, Mrs. Hess, and Ms. Price.
So it's a very brief report. We were also recognized at the CIT for the word recognition, and we are receiving pens that were made from a piece of steel that was done through the different programs up at the CIT. So we also received pen holders. So once they are actually complete, I'll bring them in next month and get to see it. It's very exciting.
Thank you, Mrs. Hess. Okay, the community college, Mr. Faino, a stranger to all of us.
Thank you. So, yes, and I must say, thank you for the service that you provide to the community. You know, people don't understand how much it means and the, you know, the time and everything you donate and dedicate to this, so thank you. And this evening, I am here representing the community college. I placed in front of you just a quick overview. So we didn't have anybody here in December because your meeting was prior to our meeting in December. And we just had our January meeting. But, you know, some of the highlights, and you always like to hear that you have a nice, clean, healthy report from our auditors, which we did again. No findings. As you're getting into it, we also do, and that's the 2020-2021 budget. And, you know, we're looking at, it's not one of the easiest years because with the economy booming and everything, attendance at colleges and everything turned a little downward. And, you know, it seems that it's just the opposite of how the economy goes. But the budget is coming out. I know the superintendent's had a preliminary look and everything, and I believe we will be back with that presentation in March. I know the school districts have, and we finally have as well, moved forward with having some armed security on the campus. That was a big deal because a lot of input from the staff, a lot of sharing of what their thoughts were, how it would work, and also who was in charge. Keith Morris, as I noted here, just a little history on Keith. Keith used to be the police chief in Allentown. He went on from Allentown to Penn State, where he was responsible for all the campuses within Penn State. But he decided he liked Lehigh Valley better, and he returned, and we were fortunate enough to be able to bring him on staff there. We've also implemented something else out there over the last couple of years, and we're just about fully implemented now, and that's what they call success navigators. Similar to a guidance counselor in a school district. As you know, students come there and they have to look at what are the transfer opportunities, what are the job opportunities, what courses should they be taking that can be transferable and everything. And that's the job of these success navigators. Also, we had a lot of part-time students because quite a few students don't go there full-time, they go there part-time, and they stretch it out over many years until they can complete their courses. And the success navigators help with that to get them through those times because they didn't really have anybody to go to previously. Now they have a place to go. And then last but not least, in January, we did start our budget review. We had a preliminary in December. In January, we sat down where we go down line by line, basically. We're provided the salaries of all the people, all the various line items, all the various income areas and everything that roll into it, and then for a review and overhead of how all the departments interact. And you'll be seeing more or less the summary of that when March comes around. And that pretty well concludes my report to share. We're going to be taking some turns. I'll be here some meetings. You know Randy Galliotto. Randy may be filling in at some, and also John Squarchett. We're your three reps and everything for the community college board sitting as trustees. So thank you. Any questions?
No, but I'd like to thank you also, Bob, for doing this, because I don't think people understand it's the same thing of the time you put in at community college.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob.
And thank you very much.
Bob, just one quick question if I may. Do you know, when is the next NCC Board of Trustees meeting? Do you know when the next meeting date is?
It's going to be the first. We have a meeting in February, but it's really a workshop meeting.
Okay.
So our real official one is in March. It'll be the first Thursday in March.
Yeah, I couldn't find the meeting schedule on the website, even through Google search, so I was just curious as to when the next one was.
Next one's first Thursday in March.
First Thursday in March. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bob. The Foundation for Regional Schools, Ms. Siaga.
Thank you, Mr. Kando. So as you know, our 7th annual fundraiser is coming up March 21st. It will be held at Lafayette College this year. Invitations are in the mail, and I hope to see many of you at that event. And we are still gathering sponsorships for this year. Our lead sponsor with a $10,000 sponsorship is St. Luke's. We are still waiting to hear back from several sponsors, including some of our school district vendors as well. So it's going to be a really wonderful event. It's going to be emceed by our own Mr. Danny Gonzalez this year as well. So it should be a lot of fun. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you. We'll move to Charles Strin Science and Technology Initiative. Mrs. Hess.
No report.
Thank you. Student Council report. Joseph, is he still here? I hope. Okay.
think he felt like his sentence was his report. I think
No problem. We appreciate his report. That he gave earlier. Okay. Parent-Teacher Association. Right.
Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. Again, on behalf of our PTAs, I'd like to say thank you very much for everything you're doing. Thank you for all of your time and efforts. It is greatly appreciated by our parents. And before I begin our report, I'd like to say thank you to all the parents who came this evening. I saw and still do see many parents here and who already previously left, who I've seen at many of our PTA events, at our school events, or giving of their time as well. So thank you to them. I am Jennifer Fry. I will give the report for the PTAs in the Easton School District. And all of these items were accomplished by our school district PTAs in the month of December 2019. Cheston Elementary School, they sponsored a visit from Santa Claus. Every student received a full-size beach towel that was imprinted with Cheston Cougars, and they got a picture with Santa Claus. They also held a holiday shop. Forks Elementary School did something very unique and very wonderful. They sponsored an initiative of kindness and giving back. The PTA provided resources for every student to make a gift for a local Forks Community Center. Kindergarten students made gifts for police officers, firemen, EMS. First grade made gifts for residents of Easton Children's Home. Second grade made gifts for local animal shelters. Third grade made gifts of puzzles and cards for all residents of Forks Township Senior Centers. Fourth grade created a kindness card for every student in Forks Elementary School. And fifth grade and the IU class painted kindness rocks, which will be placed around Forks Township, and a Facebook page was created as well to track the rocks, where they are, where they're found, etc. And our PTA would like to say thank you very much to all the teachers and staff at Forks Elementary. They did a fantastic job helping with this. It was a huge project, and thanks to Lehigh Valley Live for the great article that was written on it. Forks Elementary PTA also, the day before winter break, sponsored a Polar Express Day. Students come to school in pajamas. They watch the movie Polar Express. And the PTA helped put this event together and provided cookies and hot chocolate. Former principal, Mr. McCauley, was invited to come in and spend time with the children, and everybody greatly enjoyed that. Forks PTA also hosted a holiday shop for students. And the snacks that were given for the Polar Express Day were purchased through Whitson's. And again, Forks sent a message to me saying, they would like to speak out and say thank you to Whitson's, that they are very easy to work with, very helpful in any dietary concerns, and the cost is great also. So I wanted to mention that. March Elementary School worked with the Rain Foundation to provide holiday gifts for 30 March families, and they sponsored a bingo night with Santa. Palmer Elementary sponsored a holiday giving tree and provided Palmer families with gifts, gift cards, and holiday meals. They also sponsored a holiday shop. Paxanosa Elementary is a staff-run PTA. I don't have a report at this time, but we are looking for local community members who would be interested in assisting with or serving as part of the board of this PTA. Shawnee Elementary, no report. Tracy Elementary sponsored a giving tree, which benefited 12 Tracy families. The middle school, I previously talked to you, I believe it was last month, about the International Night. Huge success, wonderful event. Jennifer Berry was here. I'm not sure if she's still here, but special thanks to her again for putting this event together. It's fantastic. And the PTA assisted with the Winter Wonderland Holiday Shop, Toys for Tots, and Stuff the Bus initiative. The high school, we are right now working frantically, not frantically, but we're in the beginning stages of planning the prom after party, which is an event open to every Easton High School senior and a guest for free. It's been going on about 30 years. I personally, as a member of the high school PTA, am planning the prom after party. We are looking for volunteers to help us plan the event, and we would love a volunteer who would possibly shadow me this year so that next year when I'm not here, they could take over and keep the event moving forward. And as such, with all of our PTAs, if anyone is interested, any community members in assisting our PTAs, we encourage you to please go ahead and contact the schools, or you can go ahead and contact myself through our website, and we'll get you to where you need to go. We are grateful for all of our volunteers. So, thank you. Any questions?
Mrs. Fry, thank you, especially in all the PTAs. For their efforts within the school for our staff and our students. Just a list of activities that you mentioned there for December truly is phenomenal. And it just goes to show the spirit that everyone put into it, especially during that month, to be able to provide for others in the community. So thank you.
It is. It's a wonderful community, Easton. You can't say enough about Easton and the involvement with our parents, with our community members, and how our schools all work together. That was very well said. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll move to association reports. We'll start with Mr. Deely.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year.
Same to you.
I hope 2020 provides you with perfect foresight. I also wanted to welcome to the board. I wasn't here at the reorganization meeting, but I wanted to welcome Dr. Keegan, Ms. Price, and Mr. Whitman. I've had the privilege of working with all of you in some capacity over the last few years. I don't know if they told you, but this is an unpaid position, so it's probably too late.
Don't ruin it.
Sorry, they'll find out. But anyway, I hope that your service is rewarding. I also want to thank the board and administration again for developing and supporting the living donor policy. I'd like to think that we'd all be brave enough to become living donors, but very few are as selfless as Trish Shenik is. Of course, we'd rather not live in a world where that kind of action was, we'd rather live in a world where that kind of action was unnecessary. And perhaps one of our students who was here before will find it a cure. And that's what we strive for, right? A good education paves the way for all future professions, right? I was asked, and I'm standing here tonight on behalf of many of my middle school colleagues. They asked me to speak on their behalf. They're concerned about their students and their colleagues, and they want to be heard. I want to thank you for the action you took a few weeks ago in hiring Dr. D'Angelo. Frank and I had developed a fantastic working relationship over the last 6 months. He is a true educational leader. He walked the walk and talked the talk. He held everybody to high standards of accountability, from building administration to teachers down to students in the hallways. His brief but active tenure in the middle school was a ray of hope for the staff who are waiting patiently for that change. And his quick departure was like the unexpected popping of a balloon. Although the staff was told after Frank's departure that, quote, one person can't make that much of a difference, they feel otherwise. This one person was the spark that our staff needed and has now started a burning fire to nurture safe, accepting environments for learning. My colleagues know that it is all of them making an individual difference that will have a truly awesome effect on the learning atmosphere. The middle school is the center of the school district. Although I teach high school, I know that the students I teach in the future are going to be molded by the experience that they have there with those fine, dedicated educators. The staff are desperate for high standards and accountability in order to create a place where students can discover their strengths, unlock hidden talents, and learn a variety of skills to be successful. They saw what could be done when a building leader holds everyone accountable through responsive management and tough compassion. Our middle school teachers want to be enabled instead of thwarted. They need support, not lip service. They want follow through, not maternal statements about familial ties. In our faculty meeting today at the high school, Mr. Geiger outlined exactly that kind of accountability that we are seeking for the middle school. Encouraging accountability and teamwork at every level. The high school faculty and staff met Mr. Geiger's plan of action with excitement, encouragement, and support. He is enabling change to occur, which is the kind of supportive leadership we all need in order to be successful. We're hopeful that Mr. Pipparato's plan will bring about a change that will resonate through the district, through the support of the board. The Eastern Area Education Association has been working with and will continue to work with District Central Administration to give everyone in the middle school the support they need to be the best they can be. We appreciate your help and support as you focus on the important changes that must happen in our middle school and throughout the entire district. That was a little bit heavier than my normal message, but we need some change. So thank you very much for your support.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Are there any other association representatives here this evening that would like to make a report? Okay, seeing none, we'll move to public to be heard on agenda items. If there's anyone in the public that would like to speak on a particular agenda item that's been posted, please come forward to the podium, sign in, state your name, and then you'll have 5 minutes. Seeing none, we'll move to executive session report. The executive sessions were held on December 3rd and December 3rd, 2019 and January 7th, 2020, just so the public has been duly notified of those executive sessions that were held. We'll move to approval of minutes. If I could have a motion to approve the standing committee meeting minutes of November 12th, 2019, the special board meeting minutes for November 12th, 2019, regular board meeting minutes for November 19th, 2019, the reorganization meeting minutes for December 3rd, 2019, the regular board meeting minutes for December 3rd, 2019 as presented.
Motion. Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll move into personnel. We'll move 7A, motion with regrets to approve the following retirements as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Okay? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. President, I just take a moment to recognize Tim Case, who's sitting in the back of the room. And even though many of us have tried to hand his letter of retirement back to him on multiple occasions over multiple years, Tim has locked into retirement this time. So 43 years of service to any organization is amazing. Tim's 43 years of service to the Eastern Area School District has been beyond amazing. He's going to be a very, very difficult man to replace. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I just wanted to spend a few minutes to congratulate him on the next chapter and to thank him for everything he's done for the district. So Tim, thank you.
You guys are making it really hard for me.
That's the point. That's the point.
I can tell you, back in 1977, I was at the 811 Administration Building on Northampton Street, and that night I was approved to be a 3 to 11 shift custodian at Cheston Elementary School. I think at that time I was going to make $3.42 an hour, and I can tell you, the feeling that night that I have in my heart that night is the same feeling I have in my heart tonight. So thank you very much. And I'm just going to work as hard as I can here these last couple months to check off all my boxes and make sure everything's in order, and I've been working on that, and I want to do like most cross-country coaches will tell you, finish strong.
Thank you, Tim. We'll move to 7B and C. 7B, a motion to approve 6 staff resignations, and 7C, a motion to approve 11 staff leaves of absence as presented.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. 7D, motion to approve 12 contractual salary increments as presented.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move 7E and F. 7E, a motion to approve 3 administrative transfers, and 7F, a motion to approve 2 voluntary transfers as presented.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This motion's carried. Thank you. We'll move 7G through 7K. 7G, a motion to approve 1 professional contract. 7H, a motion to approve 1 TPE. 7I, a motion to elect 2 long-term substitutes. 7J, a motion to elect 1 Act 93 employee. And 7K, a motion to elect 5 support staff as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This motion's carried. 7L through 7O. 7L, a motion to elect 4 coaches. 7M, motion to elect 2 volunteer coaches. 7N, a motion to approve 6 extra pay for extra duty stipends. And 7O, a motion to approve 2 support staff substitutes as presented.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion's carried. Finally, under personnel, 7P. Motion to elect the athletic coaches listed on the attachment as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to section 8, academics, educational technology, and student supports. We'll move 8A and 8B. 8A is a motion to approve 2 Colonial Intermediate Unit 20 contracts, and 8B is a motion to approve the conference request as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
I'm
I'm sorry.
When I look at the content here, I'm not seeing the difference on those 2 contracts. Is it the same contract posted twice?
Same one got posted twice, but there is one for autistic support
Okay.
that isn't showing here.
Okay.
So we can hold that one, because we just want to approve the one for physical support.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
or if Ally has it, we can come back to
She
it
does.
later tonight. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Okay. We'll move the, what's listed as the one, and, we can come back then, Mrs. Ramirez, you just let me know. All right. So we have a motion in a second, I believe. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move 8C through 8E. And I believe the board received an update on 8C, on the schedule.
And also 8B, right?
8B, the conference request? No, I moved that
B
together.
with A, okay.
Yes, A and B together, that's all right.
Thank you.
So we'll move 8C through E. Motion 8C to approve the CPEC schedule for January 27th and February 12th, 2020. 8D, a motion to approve Palmer Park contract for an art show. And 8E, a motion to approve the affiliation agreement between Eastern Area School District and East Stroudsburg University as presented.
So moved.
Second. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. We move to section 9, budget and finance. 9A, motion to approve the payment of bills for the general fund, special activities, capital projects, and food services as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9B, motion to approve the student activity quest, the mini-thon for Eastern Area High School as presented.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9C, motion to approve the ratification of the Cologne Intermediate Unit 20 fuel oil bid as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9D and E will move together. 9D, motion to award a 2-year contract to Penn Teledata for internet services under the E-rate program. And 9E, motion to award to Integral One to provide infrastructure upgrades for both Shawnee and March Elementary Schools. And further approve KIT Communications for internal cabling and installations in accordance with the E-rate request for proposals as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those two motions carried. We move 9F, motion to approve the purchase of the new Eastern Area High School band uniforms as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9G, motion to approve the attached resolution indicating the district will not raise the rate of taxes for the 2020-2021 school district budget above the state approved 3.4 index as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to section 10, buildings and grounds. 10A, motion to accept the remaining funds, approximately $20,400 for the Eastern Area High School Vietnam War Memorial Board for the purpose of maintaining the memorial structure, grounds, and other designated authorized use of the funds as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I just want to take an opportunity here. We heard a presentation on this at our last standing committee meeting from individual veterans as well as the high school. And I know we have individuals here this evening in the audience. We certainly, on behalf of the board and administration, would like to thank you for all of your efforts over the years to assist the school district, our staff, and our students with this memorial, and certainly for your generosity in having the remaining funds that you've raised to go to the school district to be able to help maintain that memorial. It's truly a beautiful memorial, one that is visited by many people, and it's through your efforts that the school district has something like this. So thank you very much.
I'll take that, please.
You give it to the board president.
Pass it right down.
Oh, we can do that.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate that.
Okay. We'll move 10B through 10D. 10B is a motion to approve the high school athletic field project change order. Number 1, a decrease of $421.53, okay, for American Athletic Courts. 10C, a motion to approve the high school field project change order of $1,380.25 for Wind Gap Electric. And 10D, motion to approve Eastern Time to install the security system at the new Cheston Elementary School as presented.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those motions carried. Thank you. 10E, motion to approve the installation of controls and software upgrades for the middle school scoreboard as presented.
Second.
Question?
Yes.
I have in my notes for that install new controls. Now, it says here in my notes, the money would be coming from maintenance account and revenue from fundraising. Do we have to know the breakdown? Fundraising is going towards that? Do we have a?
It's not the fundraising, it's the gate receipts.
The gate receipts.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take it out of the maintenance account right now, and then at the end of the year with the athletic department, when we do the reconciliation on revenue anticipated versus spent, we can replenish the maintenance account if needed.
Okay, okay.
So I won't have that breakdown till the end of the year.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Thank you. Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. We'll move 10F and G. 10F, a motion to approve the lawn care service agreement with Vitco's Lawn Service for 3 years, starting April 1, 2020, and expiring on March 31, 2023, for the Eastern Area High School campus, excluding the athletic fields. And 10G, motion to approve the lawn care service agreement with Applewood Tree Service and Lawn Care for 3 years, starting April 1, 2020, and expiring March 31, 2023, excluding the athletic fields as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This motion is carried. And 10H, motion to approve our renewal service proposal agreement for the middle school chiller not to exceed, I'm correct, $196,574 as presented. Okay, I just want to make sure we got that right. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move to section 11, policy. Motion to approve the revision to policy 008.1, organizational chart as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Section 12, other business. Remove 12A and 12B. 12A is a motion to approve the expulsion hearing waiver form for student number 33106 under the terms. And 12B, a motion to approve the expulsion hearing waiver form for student number 41288 under the terms as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. We'll move 10C through, 12C through 12E. 12C, a motion to approve a contract with Mr. Jeffrey Hunt to serve as the fundraiser coordinator for the Cunningham Capital Campaign. 12D, motion to approve a contract with Ms. Donna Holden to serve as the event planner for the Cunningham Capital Campaign. And 12E, motion to approve a contract with Ms. Nicole Rizzolino to serve as the marketing coordinator for the Cunningham Capital Campaign as presented.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mrs. Ramirez, do we have? Okay. It is attached. Can we continue that under the 8s, or do we have to label as an 8F, just for technical purposes? We can slot that in under 8A as a revision. Okay? Can I have a motion to revise 8A to include the second attached contract with the Corona Intermediate 20 as presented?
So moved. Second.
Okay? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Thank you. We'll move to public to be heard on non-agenda items. Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the board? Please come forward to the podium, state your name, sign in, and you'll have 5 minutes. Yes, sir.
More money?
No. We had talked about getting pins for the students that are going into the service. And we have up there The one on the right is the one that we revised as of today. But it has the services listed there, so that each student will get one. And we ordered 400, so there should be enough for umpteen years. And then whoever's there at that time, if they decide they want to do the same, we'll go forward with it. Any questions? Stan?
Students that go into the military.
Yeah, students go into the military.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the board? Okay. Seeing no one else, we'll move to any other business from board members.
President Chamberlain, I have a
Yes,
comment.
certainly.
Other athletics, for the first time ever, I think, and I've been around a while, we had 4 female wrestlers. A mini bout with Parkland High School on Tuesday, the 16th, I believe, or 14th. And 4 of our girls wrestled 4 of the Parkland wrestlers. It was a draw, 2 matches to 2 matches, and we had a pin. So I'm going to declare victory on the Parkland. These girls have worked so hard under the boys wrestling coach, Mr. Tillman, and on display. They did a great job.
Thank you, Mr. Whitman. You know, more and more states are now providing this opportunity for females who want to participate in that sport. It's a good thing to see that there's equal opportunity.
The place was crazy.
Any other?
Great environment. It was pretty crazy.
Was it? Okay, all right. Any other business from board members?
I would just like to address Mr. Dealey's statement in saying that to our middle school faculty and staff, the administration is determined and committed to help move the building forward. We continue to be, and we'll be working with the faculty and staff to try to find the best resolution. Plan A didn't work, so we're going to move on to Plan B. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Superintendent. Here, seeing no other business from board members, just before adjourning, I want to thank the community members for attending this evening, for our administrative staff, and teachers for attending this evening, and all the work they do to assist this board with putting forth a very organized board meeting. So with that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Okay. Second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.